Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm gonna go in on a character, and I'm not gonna be nice. I'm not gonna be nice, and I'm gonna be using the B word a lot. So, if this is something that offends you for the first part of it, you should probably wait till like maybe 5 minutes afterwards, cause this feeling that I haven't had it in a long time. The last time I had this feeling is when I did my first video. Um, no, it's when I did my first soap opera review. That was Nina. That woman pissed me off so bad. Okay, if you're still here, thank you. Let's. Hmm. Let's talk about Ned and Olivia. Half of what she was saying, as she was talking, I'm literally sitting there thinking, what the hell are you talking about? She gets, first of all, she's in this bitchy mood, okay? This is before this whole date night started. And then she talks about how somebody else examined Leo, and she just goes off. How the doctor's wrong, and Leo needs to be Leo and do his whole Leo thing. And I'm just like, what the hell is this chick talking about? And she's being all bitchy towards the doctor, talking about the doctor doesn't know anything, and this, that, and the third, and it's just, oh my god. I sat there looking at Ned, being like, how... I don't give a damn how a woman looks if she infuriates me that bad. And she just was going off. And Ned is not there trying to be. I felt like Ned was not there, like, worried about stepping on eggshells with her. She was super defensive. And of course, it doesn't end there. No, 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 no. Oh my goodness. And then she got in Austin's face. I gotta give that man props. I gotta give that man so much props because when she stuck her finger in his face, oh my god, if I was him, I would have broke that. I would have broke it. I would have broke her fingers just out of pure spite. I feel like she's the type of woman that takes things over the line and she doesn't know her limits. And it takes someone else to sit there and correct those set limits. She gets all bitchy with him. And it was just one of those things where it's like, I guess Maxie just felt like, alright, I'm just not going to say anything. I mean, I feel like it's wrong the way you're coming at Austin, but no, 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 I'm just gonna stand here and just watch the show. And Ned, like the coward that he is, sat there and didn't say a damn thing. At some point, I was like, bro, listen, I get you're not trying to go against your wife, but you know what she's saying is wrong. And you know she's stepping over the line. And you're just standing there like a coward, just letting this go by. And the minute she leaves, he's practically like, oh, I'm sorry. I mean, clearly I don't sit there and share what she feels. And like, at that point, I was like, man, I was to tell you the truth, I don't even want to see either of y'all. Like, the sight of both of y'all just infuriates me. You, because you're a damn coward, and her because she is. And then that's when she was like, oh, Leo's gonna be like this, and Leo's way, and Leo talks, and like, it's like, shut up. Like, oh my god. It's one of those things where it's like, I get that you think your child is special, and listen, I'm not a parent, so I can't sit there and I can't feel what she feels. I can't feel what some of y'all feel, for y'all to have children. And then like, I get that your child is special to you, and that's great. But I feel like she's not doing any favors towards her child by going on this way. You know? Because this isn't just something that Austin said. This is something that a completely different doctor said. They didn't sit there and say that, like they're not, I don't even, it's just pissing me off, honestly. The woman's just, Like they weren't sitting there trying to insult your child. They're just sitting there saying what they were saying so this way they can help your child. But, I saw in the previews and, to be honest, she's still acting like this. She's still acting like a thing. Like a thing. I am trying so hard not to curse. And this woman is really putting me to the damn test. Sonny, Carly, and Jason. Now, I know someone was looking to ask me, well, they were questioning me about, did they see the same episode that I saw? Because they felt like I was coming at Sonny kind of hard as far as what Sonny did with Nina. And let's just be very clear. I am not coming at Sonny hard for what he did with Nina because he didn't have any memories. So it's not his fault that, to some extent, it's not his fault that he did what he did with Nina because he didn't have his memories. I say to some extent because this man act like he didn't even want to know who he was. He didn't even sit there and try to know who he was. And I felt like that played a big part in the decisions that he made because he didn't have any emotional attachment to his wife. So as far as he was concerned, he was a free bachelor. And so in that right, I'm not faulting him for what he was doing with Nina. What I'm faulting him for is for him not saying anything to Carly and not letting her decide on how she feels about it. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. He didn't know. He was being manipulated by her. But she still has the right to know. And when Jason comes in there, it's just this whole awkward thing. And Sonny's like, oh, well, let's just get everything out in the open. I was like, okay, so we're going to get out there, everything in the open, right, Sonny? Right? Sharing is caring, right, bro? They spilled their beans. Do you have anything you wanna share with the classroom? And then towards the end, he's like, no, let's just put this all behind us. The past is the past. Let's just put the past in the past. Okay, bro. Alright, so... And when she does find out, and she does act up, Carly acts up, she finds out, she acts up, you know what, Sonny, I am not even going to feel bad for the way she's coming at you. Because you didn't have the courtesy to say anything. Okay. After Britt talks to Terry about leaving town, she comes to Sonny's place. And, she tells them that, they're going away or whatever. And, Carly's like, oh, I see you taking Jason away from us. Taking him away from y'all. To me that sounds like, property. Like she considers Jason property. As much as at this point everyone already knows how much Jason is my guy. But, in a lot of ways, this is what made Drew, in some ways, a better Jason than him. Because, she would have said, if Carly would have said that to Drew would have been like, what? I don't know. I'm sitting there thinking about it because I saw clips of the actor when he was on Y&R, Young and Restless. I guess he was Billy before, Jason Thomas became Billy. And just that they're hearing her say that, and I'm just like, it's also one of those things where it's like, oh, I see you taking Jason away from us. It's like, Britt, see, this is why you don't want to get involved with Jason, because you gotta sit there and deal with Carly, and no one wants to deal with Carly. Okay? No one wants to deal with Carly. And Carly's gonna act like, well, the immature little girl that she is. Listen, I like Carly. I do. And there's times where I really like Carly, and then there's other times where it's just like, you doing too much. And this is one of those things where it's like, you doing too much. So, hearing her say that, I'm just looking at Britt like, yo, you sure you want to go down that road? Because you saw how Liz and Sam had to deal with that. And hell, even Courtney had to deal with that. So, yeah. Oh, and Robin. I would say Brenda, but honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't really remember that much about Brenda. So, but I heard enough stories about Robin to know that she treated all those women the same, and Jason just let it happen. Then, pretty much, tells Liz like, yo, it's time for us to, get out of our own way and stop being teenagers and really make this thing work and go on a date. And Liz agrees. Talking, having a good conversation. And then Terry comes in, and Terry's like, your dad tried to call you. I don't know what kind of complicated relationship that Liz has with her dad, but whatever it was, it pretty much kind of really pooped on the whole mood, and the whole vibe. And she was just like, I'm going home, but they are going to be doing trivia night as a team, so that's cool. So Michael wants to go to war with Nina. And I forgot that technically he's going to be her boss. And, Willow was like, so you sitting there thinking about, like, fight, At first, Michael was sitting there uneasy about the situation. And, Willow was like, do you think you should remove yourself from the situation? And Michael was like, whoa, she's the one that caused all those offenses. Why should I go anywhere? No, I'm sorry. But it just really showed you just exactly how much Michael, wants to give Nina all the smoke, which she totally deserves. Hell, he even talks about going to court. Because he was like, yo, listen, if I had to choose between her visiting my son or going to court, I'm choosing going to court. And Willow was like, no, I think that's a bad idea. I had to sit there and be like, the whole time there was a commercial, I was like, really, Willow? So we're just all, everyone's just going to give this chick a free pass, a get out of free jail card. It's not that bad. I mean, come on, I get it. She's not the devil, but like, seriously, Willow? But then she sits there and tries to talk him out of it, saying that she has rights, and that, there's a good chance that they may lose the custody war. Lose the court battle. And, Wiley will be caught up in the middle of it. And Michael was, he knows what that's like, so he's like, yeah, alright, you're right. Like, alright, Willow, I guess you're right, but I still want war, okay? I still want this to happen. And apparently he was talking to a politician that he was going to be giving money to his campaign. And then when Willow left, Michael was like, yeah, no, so about that money. No, I'm still giving you that money, but I need you to kind of, do something for me. So apparently there's a crime in Jersey, and pretty sure Nina's behind it. I'm like, yes, war. Because, at some point, somebody gotta give her the smoke, besides Jocelyn and Carly. Because Sonny's like, oh, let the past be the past. And Kurt's like, oh, well, what you did wasn't that bad. And Ava is just like, no, it's whatever, because I guess it works out in Ava's favor. So, sure, whatever. Even though that, her daughter missed her dad, but whatever. We're just going to give this chick a free pass. So, okay, sure. That makes sense. As annoyed as I was with Nina, I'm 1,000 times more pissed off with Olivia. Nina sitting there talking to Curtis. Woe is me. My life is super complicated. I can't move on. Everyone won't let me, and I don't know what to do, and blah 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 blah. And Curtis gives her some sort of pep talk because he's been down a similar road doing stuff, and things will get better. And that's all you got to do is sit there and wait. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. Just I get it. Curtis is a friend, so at first it almost seemed like Maxie was literally trying to defend Brooklyn, but Maxie was just like, listen, is it worth your license as opposed of this lawsuit? I almost forgot what I was gonna sit there and say. I had a sneeze and I was like, I'm not doing that. No one needs to sit there and watch me sneeze ever. Yeah, so, Maxie's like, do you think it's worth it? But then they kind of forget about it, and then they decide to have drinks, and, their whole evening is kind of spoiled by, Olivia, the bitch. I can't help but call her that name because that's literally what she was acting like. And honestly, tell you the truth, I would like to call her a bunch of other four-letter words, but I'm just so not gonna really go there because if I do that, then I'm just not gonna stop. Oh, and the creepy old guy who visited TJ and faked like he had some sort of problems, some sort of health problems to get info on TJ and his family and his girlfriend and his uncle. And then he finished checking him out, and he goes to go get another attendee, another person to make sure that he didn't miss anything. And of course, when he gets back, the old guy's gone because apparently he's a ninja. He's so much of a ninja that he's literally lurking at the top somewhere. While TJ's sitting there talking to Curtis, because TJ was like, is he gonna be okay? I'm kind of worried about him. He just kind of just vanished. Um, and apparently they're gonna go see a movie. They didn't say what movie it is, but if I had to sit there and guess, I'm pretty sure it's something Disney or something Disney related or Marvel, like the Eternals, that I can't wait to see. I mean, let's just be honest. At this point, Marvel could just have my money. They could just have it. Let me see if I missed anything. Anyway, I think that's about it. I might have missed one or two things because, well, Olivia just pissed me off. But I don't think I missed too much of anything else. If I did, write it down in the comment section below. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe. See you in the next video.